yet, but here we are for top 8 of doubles. Let's make big moves.
All right, here we go. So, you know, we got to see both of these teams a couple times, so we kind of had the understanding of how these guys really kind of go around their business. So, really, blue team kind of has excelled more so for the first 15 seconds of that match. They were just throwing stuff and putting Light and Wizzy into a corner.
There's going to be a whole lot of opportunity for yellow team to zone break, but the onus is more on blue team being able to establish a very mobile wall. And I feel like what we saw a glimpse of that in MVD and Gabriel's previous set on stream. We saw just how effective they were at being able to lock down space. If they could do that while still moving their positions without allowing Fox and Mario to like choose one target to bully, I think blue team might be able to get this, but it's a very difficult job to get done.
Still sitting at 3 stocks for everybody on the board right now.
Swinging on grenades is going to be so bad for yellow team now that I'm thinking about it. Because every opportunity MVD has to read on getting killed, he'll still be able to just break away. He'll still be able to just threaten damage. That was cute. The up smash on helping the grenade bomb.
You know,
there's a lot of cute little things a Robin Snake can do.
For Light right there, he blocked the side B, went in for the up there and what I think was back air, and then just dropped it. I really appreciate that. Realizing that Wizzy's in trouble, you know what? I don't need that kill that bad.
The grenade's actually backfiring on MVD as it gave Light the opportunity to up air and then break first blood. Trying to see where yellow team can try to take this very minor lead they have. And minor it is, not lasting that long. COL now that Light lasted with his own stuff, but I feel like Fox is not the optimal character to be stock taking here, especially because we know how willing Light is to just run into the action. Like, he's the main initiator for yellow team, whereas Wizzy's waiting in the wings to be able to turn a reversal at every opportunity he gets. Slight miscommunications on blue teams and seem like such a big deal, you know?
Ooh, okay.
Like right a little bit earlier, we saw MVD manage to take one of Gabriel's stocks by activating C4 on him, and the C4 was supposed to cover Dark Wizzy. Like, I feel like if they communicated that notion a little bit better, things would have ended up different. Nonetheless, Gabriel doing a fine job as trying to weather the storm that is Dark Wizzy.
For sure, and I mean, they should be weathering the Light storm because Light's still sitting at 3 stocks.
He's chilling.
And really, I think that's kind of like the flaw in blue team's gameplay is because MVD is so passive. All he's really doing is kind of like chucking the projectiles and keeping the space. He's not really the main source of kills, and now...
That was so cute!
That was kind of sick. Oh, kill him. Do it. Oh my god, I wanted to see something sick.
These boys just have such a good idea of how to operate around each other, and that was such a bad air dodge from MVD. That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, but game one pretty handedly going into Wizzy and Light's favor.
Gotta stretch it out. Still a little early for me.
Hydration bot reminds everyone to stay hydrated.
Also that, and stand up in between your games and stretch it out a little bit. Good morning, even though it's technically not the morning anymore, it's the early afternoon.
Shout out to any of the West Coast viewers tuning in at this point.
Yeah, right.
That's OD early for you.
Listen, we tune into some OD late tournaments, okay?
I watch a lot of European and Japanese tournaments.
Really?
Time is a social construct that I am not a part of, except for when I have to take a train.
I was about to say thank you for your like philosophy for today. Where do you think we're going? They already decided it, but I didn't see it.
I struggle to figure out what's a really good stage for blue team because passive play was not the move. The pick was into town, and I feel like that's good because it gives them variety, but then at the same time, we keep on seeing people counterpick Light and Wizzy to town, and we keep on seeing them get blown up for it. I think it's just the matter that Mario and Fox together don't have an inherently bad stage with the stage list that LMBM has. Like, they'll be fine wherever they go, and I think their team synergy really helps further that notion.
See, this is what I wouldn't say I'm confused about, but MVD just plays so passively. And I mean, as Snake, you really can't play aggressively.
Right, he's gonna have to do a lot more boxing. And
right, that's what I'm saying.
Snake has those options. The problem is like now you're asking for a boxing match with Mario and Fox.
Who Fox better than some of the best characters in the game.
It's like when it comes to the close quarters game, like these are two of the best characters at it, piloted by probably their best representatives.
Right.
I feel like I can say that confidently enough.
Ooh, okay, that was close. You saw that Dark Wizzy had the throw. Light was not expecting him to just automatically toss, and he went up to him and up smash. Luckily it missed, but that down smash is gonna hit.
I like the awareness. MVD, like, he didn't really have a lot of time to just advance. So just walking up slowly to down smash worked out really well for him. To at least cover some space.
Still, I feel like Light is the strangest anchor, in my opinion.
He is. It's really weird because, like, he's the one who's, like, really pressing forward for Yellow Team. He seems to be, like, the biggest combo piece to make sure that Dark Wizzy secures his kills or extends his ledge play. But at the same time, because he's moving around so much, it makes sense why he's able to live so long, because he's staying constantly in and out of the action of doubles. It's really hard to lock him down. One thing I do want to bring up here is notice how MVD's staying much more grounded in this game too.
Right.
His boots have been firmly on the ground, and because of that, we've been seeing a lot more dash attack, a lot more down smash, a lot more jab, a lot more of these boxing tools, a lot more of that idea of playing less passively, but
a lot more cape.
A lot more cape because of it, because in that micro spacing leaves Mario a lot of room to be able to just bully the hell out of Snake.
Ooh, okay, goes to the side B off the stage, kind of like that Hail Mary option, in my opinion.
I appreciate it. At 119, it would have killed Mario, but also, like, why would you just throw it out? You really don't have that opportunity.
You know, it's kind of interesting. You saw Light kind of, like, hesitate for a second there. He was about to jump in, and then he saw MVD, and I don't know if he was just like, oh, I'm going to go hit him instead. I don't know if he could have, like, potentially saved Wizzy there, but... Or maybe they had like a verbal call, like, let it go, but I think that was just so interesting. Because, you know, in doubles, we always save our partners, you know, that's always kind of like the optimal play, and I feel like he just had the opportunity and didn't.
I don't know, I guess the measure of knowing when it's time for a stock to go is pretty important in dubs, because if they mess up that save, then it would have been a lot of damage on Light. And, like, yeah, Light's on his last stock right now, but... they still manage themselves in the 2v1. Really just came up and slapped the hell out of him.
Just like, I don't like that one. Do it again.
All right, we're flickering the shield, waiting for the opportunity to swing it up smash, and that is going to be that. We see Light and Dark Wizzy move themselves en route to winners finals for dubs.